A man just up fine suddenly. His wife, who never cooks, has made breakfast. He suddenly feels a sense of unease, but as he turns to head to the bathroom, not only arranged his slippers and towel neatly, but even cleaned the sink spotless. Shawn can hardly believe it was Holly who did everything for him. Yet, despite his unease and confusion, Shawn simply praises her cooking as a success. He fails to see Holly smiling at him. It's a smile full of hidden meaning. As night falls, Shawn back home turns on the lights, only to find the house eerily empty as a frog. He quickly calls out for Holly, but she's nowhere to be found. Even her blanket is missing from the bed. In confusion, Shawn suddenly sees a note on the table. He picks it up and reads. It simply says she's left dinner in the fridge. Little does he know, these few words took Holly the whole afternoon to write. It shows a woman's subtle goodbye. All from one night yesterday. When Holly just got home, suddenly she heard a commotion outside. She hurriedly went outside, only to find a drunken Shawn. She intended to check on him, but Shawn, with a blissful face, uttered a name. Yu Yin finally smiled. Just moments ago, Shawn met Yu Yin by chance, so the two went to a bar. While chatting, the pair of former college sweethearts began reminiscing about their school days. He enjoyed talking more and more. Seeing Shawn happy for Yu Yin, she believed he still loved his first love deeply. She felt truly free now. Still living together long after the divorce, she worried it might affect Shawn's next relationship. Thus, Holly decided to move out. The next day, she prepared breakfast. She cleaned the room. Then she waited for him to leave. After packing his things, she took out paper and pen to write a long farewell letter. I think I never said sorry. I'm sorry. I shifted the blame for our divorce entirely onto you. Think carefully. I rarely thought about my own faults. After some time post-divorce, Holly has finally seen it. Their failed marriage wasn't about right or wrong, but rather incompatible lifestyles. The ideal love after marriage and real life are like two enemies, constantly clashing intensely. In such clashes, couples unable to reconcile their war might be the so-called details that defeat love. And after finishing, Holly simply erased everything with an eraser. She felt she shouldn't show any more attachment. That evening, Shawn saw her edited message, and then heard a knock at the door. Thought it was Holly back. He hurriedly opened the door, but it was Victor at the door. After arguing with Yu Yin, he stayed in a convenience store, trying many ways to seek forgiveness, but received cold silence. Though reluctant, Shawn saw his pitiful expression and had to agree. As his father caught him home, just at the doorway, I thought about seizing this chance to confess the divorce. It's just a divorce, right? Must I let you know in advance? You deserve a bet down, don't you? I thought of many ways to say it, whether it's bravely speaking up. I felt I couldn't escape a beating. So Shawn saw his dad like a mouse sees a cat. He hurriedly abandoned that thought, but when I got home that night with Shawn, Holly's dad actually showed up. Upon entering, he made some small talk, then casually took off his clothes. He stated he would shower. He didn't even bring a change of clothes. He even used Joel's toothbrush to brush his teeth. Watching him wash up, spitting foam from his mouth into the bathtub, Joel finally understood. Hulu's mannerisms were all learned from her dad. Afterward, he found out Hulu was out. The ex-father-in-law assumed they had a fight. Yet, he admitted his daughter has a bad temper. He urged Joel to be patient. We had a fun day in the city. They went to the tallest landmark, taking pictures of each other. They bonded like family for the first time. The son-in-law before him has divorced his daughter, but on the way back, Joel was in constant conflict. He revealed the divorce. What about the divorce?